Ụtụtụ ọma, ehihie ọma, abalị ọma, em, site na mgbe iji enene ihe onyonyo a. Ana m ekene gị si na ezumezu Royal TV. Ị were olu m malụ m aka m bụ Obinna Chukwuma Eze Obiala. Obinna Chukwuma Eze bụ onye isi Ekenesi nke dị na Igala South Local Government of Imo State, wee bụrụ onye mgbasa ozi na ezumezu Royal TV, ebe a na-eje njem ịchọpụta na ije fụchata ụmụnna anyị ndị nọgasị na mba dị iche iche ekenyere na steeti dịgasị iche iche na bụrụ South East. So I welcome you this morning to this morning information. And why am I here this morning? Why this morning broadcast is to inform our people what is actually going on in most communities, in most Igbo communities, in most Igbo speaking areas located outside the Southeast. You know, many of us believe that Ndi Igbo is only within the Southeast states. But I'm here to tell you that within the time of our research, moving around to places, we realized that Ndi Igbo, they are located in various states outside the Southeast. And for some time, Ezumezu Royal TV has been on tour in most communities in Kogi. And recently, on a recent visit to Kogi, Ozara community in Igala local government of Kogi State, where we extend our movement to Aburug as well, we came to discover something that got us thinking, something that actually made us to start reasoning. Are we really doing the right thing by keeping quiet as Ndi Igbo, watching all these things happening? I went to Kogi, Ozara. While trying to talk with one or two persons, I came to realize that, or I was meant to know, there was a time a set of individuals organized themselves and visit primary schools, nursery schools, even secondary schools, and ask the students to change their names from Igbo to Igala. And this is a very worried set of experience. When I got to know this, I was worried and I began to ask questions. Why? They said they were imposed to change their names to a Igala name. Somebody who is Shidimdu will change his name to Osman. Somebody who is Chukwuemeka will change his name to Ibrahim. Somebody who is Ifechukwu will change his name to Adama. And all of them, they changed the pupil's name, the student's name from Igbo to Igala, just to make sure those set of people are as well conquered at this very generation, at this very century. But I asked a question: what were the parents of these children doing? What did they do? How can you allow somebody to, will I say, intimidate you into changing your real name to answer the person's name, whereas the person has never been of any influence, positive influence to you, to your generation, or to your family? Even when somebody influenced you, does that mean you will change your real identity? your real identity, your real Igbo identity as only Igbo, Nwafi Igbo. This is a very troublesome moment when we get that information. We begin to know, ask question why. From our finding, we discovered that the major intention for that movement was to truncate, to firstly change the identity of these people and tag them Igala. And this is happening in so many areas, not only in Kogi State. You will see somebody who is a full-blooded Igbo son and daughter answering a name he or she cannot even define the meaning. But something is very, very striking. Something is very, very surprising here. You change somebody's name from Igbo to Igala. Did you change the person's language? No. You change somebody's name from Chinendu to Usman, and the person is speaking Igbo, observing the culture and tradition of Igbo. Everything the person is doing is in line with Igbo culture, tradition, and origin. And historically, these people are traced back to Igbo land ancestrally. Then what is the need of going around campaigning for a change of name of a people who are known to be Igbos? Originally, they are Igbos. This is one of the very funny experiences we have encountered on a recent movement. An individual will go to a school and mandate the whole students, hey, every Igbo student in this very school, listen, from next week, from next month, in fact, when you go home, tell your mother and tell your father that you are changing your name from Igbo name to Igala. Is that not crazy? Is that not crazy? Is that not funny? You have succeeded in changing some of them. I even look at some of the parents as being wicked, and they are married with inferiority complex. I see them as some set of people that are wicked. Why do I say they are wicked? How could you allow your child to sell off his or her identity for whatsoever reason? Very unfortunate. You change your name from Chidindu to Usman, Adama, Ibrahim, or whatsoever you decide to call yourself. But unfortunately, your language remains the same. Does that change who you are? No. That does not change who you are as a person, as a people. At the same time, you observe the culture of the Igbos. You observe the culture of the name you bear, the original name you bear, but you decide to change the name. Why not change the culture? Because you cannot be able to change the culture, you cannot change your language. In our research, they told us that it was an Igbo woman that a social person married that come to their community and begin to bear children. They take over the whole language, and everything about them change. They are not speaking Igbo. Very funny. You married an Igbo woman into a community. The woman came there and conquered the whole community, and they started speaking Igbo. Is that not funny to you? Who is telling the story? And if that is so, it means Igbo Buenyi. We are the ancient people. Everybody wants to be like us. Yes. You are claiming a community that does not observe, that don't answer your name. You are claiming a community that does not observe your culture. You are claiming a community that does not observe your tradition. You also claiming a community that don't speak your language. What is the essence of all this identity, whatever that is going on? Why only in Igbo? It is not our fault that when it comes to some of the language, like in Igala, you have a mixture of Igbo language inside Igala. I used to ask them one thing: what is the meaning of Igala in Igala language? What is the meaning of Igala in Igala language? But in Igbo, we have a meaning for Igala. Igala can mean, simply mean in Igbo language, Igala, Igala. You will go. Have you gone? Yes, Igala, Igala. But in Igbo language, it is very clear. In your own language, Igala, we don't have any meaning to that. Then why coming up to begin to confuse the people with some false information just to, and unfortunately, our parents are not doing us well by exposing the real information, histories, when our people, our children need to know. It is very, very bad. In fact, when I came to realize this, I got mad in my spirit. Why should we fold our hands and watch all these things going around within our communities without anybody speaking out? I can imagine my own mother or my father coming back to tell me, Obinna, okay, you're going to change your name from Obinna to Yusuf. When I don't know the meaning, I don't know the origination of Yusuf. Yusuf don't have anything to do with my tradition, my language. You are answering a name of a different tribe, and you as well practicing a different culture and tradition, a different language. Is that not funny? I'll give credit to our Igbo women who said they go to places, they bear children, and those children took over the language, took over the community, and now they're speaking Igala. They are now speaking Igbo, sorry. They are now doing Igbo culture, tradition. That is funny. So it means a woman will come to a community and influence the people, change over the whole community. That's funny. Sometimes I begin to imagine, just like now, as I'm talking to you now, today is 26th of October. As I'm talking to you now, the people of Avrugo, yesterday, being 25th, observed what they call Onunu Festival. And they will soon observe Nsiji Festival. These are festivals from Igbo ancestry, because they are from Enugu, they are from Nsukka. If you listen to their language, they speak Nsukka. Something keep getting me crazy. I'll come to a community that doesn't even speak Igala. Only one or two persons that came later were the ones speaking Igala, and the Igala cannot even influence the Igbo people in that area. Instead, the Igbos influence them. Those Igala that visited that community, they speak Igbo. But Igbos don't speak Igala. But you are claiming those Igbo speaking people to be Igala. How come? How manage? Let's be realistic here. On the children, for instance, Eche, Awa, Okwane, Opobo, Ndoki, Anyama, they all speak Igbos. They practice culture of the Igbo. They practice the tradition of Igbo. Everything about them is Igbo. And somebody will come and be claiming to be Bini. Is that not funny? What happened to your language? What happened to your culture? What happened to the way of life, What happened to the identity and ancestry of those people claiming them? You don't have any familiarity with these people. I saw the current installed Asaba of Asaba was installed some weeks ago, and somebody from Igala, one Igala fake historian, started telling his people that can't you see the seat he's sitting on is Igala seat, is Ata seat, he looks like Ata, blah 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 blah. Funny, the person you are talking about speaks his own language, Okwana language. They speak their own language. We speak, everything about them is Igbo, no matter how you try to paint it. Call it Anioma, call it Eka, call it Okwana. It's Igbo. It doesn't have anything to do with Igala. Ancestrally, historically, it has been proven without doubt that these people are Igbo people. And yet somebody will be somewhere trying to maybe construct whatever. Do you know one thing that pains me? A minor, somebody from minor tribe will begin to claim somebody from major tribe. Like a slave or a helper or somebody who is not even recognized will come to claim the master. It is very, very funny. It is very, very, very funny, I said, and I mean very, very funny. Somebody from the minor tribe will come to be claiming a major tribe in his own ancestral land. I have told us, the Igala people, they are not one people. Igala is a mixed up, which included Jukus, Yoruba, even Igbo, and Hausa. They are mixed up. They are mixed up. Igala is not a one tribe. They are mixed up. They got to where they are today as a result of war, conquering whatever, blah 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 blah. And at the end of the day, you inside Igala language, you will see them speaking Igbo. What am I trying to bring up here this morning? I want to tell you that something is really going wrong and we should stand against it. Our people should not let those nonsense, whoever that is trying to truncate and tamper the true history of Igbo, and let them be there moving around the communities of Igbo, because this is very wrong. Our parents should wake up. If you're a parent, if you're a mother or a father in such community, and you watch your child change his or her name to an Igala name, oh, I will say you are not a good parent. You are not a good parent, because what you are trying to do is to frustrate that child in generations to come, in years to come, even while they live. Because by the time you know you are not an Igala man or Igala woman, is by the time you go to a certain position or you are aspiring for a certain level of life, you begin to know, they will not make it clear to you that you know your end, that you are not an Igbo man, that you are not an Igala man, that you are an Igbo. They will be calling you. Why you are changing your name is so that they will stop calling you Igbo. But you don't, in your language, you have Igbo tongue in your language. You cannot change it. Even in your community, just write the name of your community when you are filling a form. Somebody will tell you where you are from. They will tell you are an Igbo. You speak Igbo. You call Chuku. You call Chineke. You are using Ofo. Ofo ndi Igbo. You are using the 4 market days. All these communities, they trade Eke, Orie, Afo, Nkwo. Do you know the forest thing? They even practice pure Igbo market settings. Today is Orie. They will now go to Orie. They will look for Orie market that is on ground, that is on within that area. They will go there for market. The next tomorrow is Afo. They will now go to Afo. They have Afo and Afrugo. Everybody will pack whatever they have. They'll go to Afo. If you go there, you get good items at a very good rate. Then they will now go to Nkwo in another Nkwo, I think. Then in Eke, they will now come to Eke Afrugo Center. You observe the 4 market days of Igbo, and you are telling yourself you are not Igbo. This is very, very, very embarrassing. This is very, very disappointing and unexpected. My brother, my sister, what does it profit you to deny your identity now and regret tomorrow? You know your end. You are claiming Igala, you are claiming Bini, but you don't have any resemblance. No traceable resemblance. There is no connection, no familiarity. Somebody will speak Bini beside you, you think the person is speaking grammar, a Latin. But yes, you are claiming to be a Bini man. Somebody will speak Igala for you. You don't even know what the person is saying. You can only learn, even I get to know that time they begin to teach them Igala in their schools. At the end of the day, they were able to learn 1, 2, 3. Like me, I am an Igbo man. I don't know how to speak Hausa or Yoruba, but I can count their numbers. Yes. I can count their numbers. I can count their numbers. But I'm only Igbo. Now you come to school and teach me 1, 2, 3, ABCD in house, which I can even doubt. I doubt anybody that can read ABCD in this Igbo community. Then read ABCD in Igala fluently because you can learn it. It will be a long time journey. It will be a long time journey. A very, very bad one. This is what we observed in our recent movement, that these people, they visit schools. You come to an Igbo community. Sometimes I don't know what is wrong with our elites, those people we call our elders. Echemieje nwe ndị echichi bụ ndị nakwa elu ọdịnala ugwu, nakwa elu aja na ugwu, na-ekwu eziokwu n'ime mmụọ na eziokwu. Mana nke kịta, somebody because of one transaction or the other, somebody come to your house and give you one ticket something. You now decide to sell your identity. Hey, that's very bad. That's very bad. Even if you are selling your identity as an animal, why tampering that of your children, that of your generation? Tomorrow, when you join the ancestors, you will be there and see the evil you committed. Like most of our ancestors now, many of them made a lot of mistakes. Thank God they have come back to correct that mistake. Majority of them have returned back to correct the mistake. And I thank God that many of them incarnated into people like us to correct and amend errors, mistakes they did in ages past. How long shall we remain like this as Igbo, being dormant, ignoring what we should react on? Don't we have people in that community? Of what influence has these people's claims over you brought to your community, brought to the people? You have no political approval. They don't allow you in their politics. They are not. If they even go as far as installing Eze, the king. But unfortunately, when they install the king, they will not change the language. One thing that is amazing me with most of these people is that somebody will telling me, I have the Igbo, I have Igala. You are speaking in Suka for me. I have the Igbo, I have Igala. Just tell me in Igala language that you are not Igbo. You don't know how to speak Igala. You are speaking Igbo for me. You don't know how to speak Igala. You are speaking Igbo for me, and you are telling me I have the Igbo, I have Igala. Is that not you are crazy? You are lost in your head. Something is wrong with you. You need mental check. Somebody you need to balance you if you are listening, if you are really human being, or something is maybe you are not. I don't know how to qualify that set of person. You don't know how to speak Igala. Your culture is Igbo. And you are telling me I have Igbo, I have Igala. You are crazy in your head. How manage your language is Igbo? How manage are you is your culture Igbo? How manage is your tradition Igbo? Why are you going to Eke, Orie, Afo, Nkwo? Those are Igbo market days. They are Igbo market days. You should forget about practicing them. If you say go and do your Igala. A minor. Nigeria has 3 major tribes: Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba. Igbo is a major tribe in Nigeria. You are not the one that made it. The people that made Igbo a major tribe have confirmed the authentication of Igbo identity as a people by who they are. Obulo ebe nwe who can do 2 or 3, where 2 or 3 are gathered. Sometimes I worry, why are our people doing all this nonsense? You come to a community that has up to more than 1,000 people or 500 people, and among that 500 people, about 400 and something are Igbos. 450 something are Igbos. Only less than 50 is Igala, and the little 50 Igala is claiming ownership over you. And you, a reasonable man with understanding, man that breathes you in a ring, you decide to sell your identity for no reason. You know, during the war, blah blah blah, civil war. A time will come, we'll get time to break some things down, because everything about Igbo. The funniest thing is that all these people that are doing some kind denials, if they commit anything, as non Igbo, if they commit anything about Igbo, but when they are doing something that seems like they are progressing, they won't believe to be Igbo. Just like many of them now in politics, claiming, I'm not Igbo, I'm a Ikwere man, I'm not Igbo, I'm a Benin man, I'm not Igbo, I'm a Igala. Even some of our allies, you see an elderly man, who is about going to join his ancestors, who will comfortably tell the press that he is not Igbo, whereas he speaks Igbo. I always tell you something. Let's do some practical. Who is your father? What is his name and surname? Who is your grandfather? What is his name and surname? Your great grandfather, his name and surname. Your great great grandfather, his name and surname. Go and trace them. Go and trace them. Our people should stop allowing all these things going on to continue. Always give your son, your daughter, an Igbo name. And most of you in Igbo answering English name as a surname. You see somebody answering Ifeanyi Edward, Tochukwu Michael. You think the Edward or Michael is the middle name? It turns to be their surname. Very wrong. You have again a proof. I people when I say half a mefuna. Man again as half Oyibo, but as I Igala half a mefu. I people when I say half a mefuna. Half a mefuna. Nkege fugo more than as English name as a surname. Opening as a Ghana as a surname. Because I don't see the reason. I don't see the need for you to leave your native language. Chidimma, Ifeanyi, Ebuka. You decide to change it to Ibrahim, Usman, just to please whoever you intend to please, of no reason. Tomorrow it will work against you because they will use it against you. Do you know the funniest thing I tell people? Anytime you begin to deny yourself, automatically you're a saboteur. The person working with you already know you as a saboteur. No matter how you try to pretend, they know you can't be trusted. If you can deny your mother, your brother, your sisters, your identity, you are a saboteur. You cannot be trusted. That's why I tell you, you know your end. You cannot be trusted. If you can deny your name, your language, your identity, just to please another person, you cannot be trusted. Hear me? That's why those are Igbo brothers claiming otherwise, forgetting, changing their names, denying their people. That's why they are not making any political advancements. They only they will only end up in appointment. Because why? They have sold their integrity. They have sold their integrity by denying their identity. It's wickedness. And wickedness married with inferiority complex to deny to change your own name. What am I trying to say here? I want to tell us that our people should wake up. Our people should wake up to this reality that is going around now. What we're trying to do is to bring to history of Igbo to the knowledge of our people. We are one. Don't allow all those fabricated stories, lies, deceits to deceive you. Makechi. But you who is doing it comfortably. Because I am this minister of whatever. I think I have made my money. I don't need to. I want to go higher. For that, I don't need Igbo identity. Nonsense. Hey, Igbo. Biniano Nola. Igbo Biniano Nola. We have what it takes to take over what belongs to us if we can come together as a people. Denying your identity, denying who you are does not change your true identity. Even if you travel outside the country and you decide to naturalize there, you die there, your business, will forget you. Ani bo be ba na enwe reference asi aji what class asi kede mole kedo nai. Who is your father? Our people outside, what is this guy's name? Forrest, whatever, one of the American actors, traced his home back to Imo State. Inquiry. Even that you naturalize outside the country does not make you a foreigner or you're no longer an Igbo. That you naturalize outside the country, US, London, Canada, blah blah, does not stop you from being an Igbo. If you deny it today, tomorrow they will trace you back. They know you. The worst thing you will do is to deny yourself because it makes you a saboteur. You can't be trusted. You cannot be trusted. You cannot be trusted. And I want to advise most of us that have ever tried this to think back. While I was in Kogi, I met some persons answering some funny names. They're answering some funny names. They don't even know the meaning. You ask the person, what's the meaning of Adama? They impose king for you. A strange man, a strange woman will come from somewhere to your community and rule over you. A strange man, a strange woman will come from somewhere and will be imposed over you to rule you as your king. They will now be issuing some authority over you as one for, to the extent of telling you to change your own name. Nsino binna, nsabaziam Ibrahim. Hey, something we should also know is that when you talk about Igbo, you talk about their spirituality and language. But that will be a topic of another day. Because we need to understand that when we talk about tracing Igbo, getting back to Igbo, we should understand that Igbo is connected. When we talk about Igbo, is bound in spirituality of Igbo. That is why no matter how an Igbo man or woman say that I have repented, I have given my life to Christ, they will still observe Igbo tradition, direct or indirect. You as a Christian, you cannot get married without observing traditional marriage. If not, you are not married. Am I communicating? True. You cannot get married in Igbo land without observing traditional marriage. Involved. Those things are pure tradition. It's Igbo spirituality. Now everybody is now enjoying New Year Festival, even all back in. Everyone need to care watching New Year Festival. Yam, Ajioku, Ikeji, Isiji, Ofala. They are observing it. They are experiencing it. They are now enjoying this set of tradition, spirituality of Igbo in a way to prove their connection with Igbo. What am I going to say this morning, my dear? You cannot change what you don't know the roots. Changing your name is not it all. Changing your name is not it all. Not at all. No, it's not it all. Changing your name does not end the whole thing. You're speaking the language. You're observing the culture. You are eating their food. Yes. And ancestrally in history, you cannot go and change million years of historical landmark of Igbo, confirming you as Igbo. Where am I coming in summary of this broadcast is to tell you that something is going wrong in many places, and on a serious note, we have something to do as fast as possible. We should stand up against such attempts. And you as a parent, you should on no account allow your child to be sold off by name or otherwise. Ekelekwa gị, Samaka melo gị.
Hey,